Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena we're going to play Azorius Fliers, continuing the Azorius color challenge. So this is a build, Azorius Skies goes back about 1 million years. One of the key things in both white and blue is flying, the ability to have creatures that can be somewhat evasive. Blue is more known for it than white. Blue being an island nation, you gotta be able to get from island to island and hop around. But white usually flies in the form of some friendly animals like Healer's Hawk and Loyal Pegasus. And yeah, angels. Angels would be the big one in white that also have flying, and we got some of those here as well. Making flying even better is Empyrean Eagle. This is a bird spirit, 2/3/3, giving other creatures you control with flying +1/+1. So the idea is to make your creatures a little bit stronger and hit very fast with cards that they can't really block, and hope to kill the opponent before anything too bad happens to you. In that vein, I've got 4 copies of Rally with Wings. Untap all creatures. They get +2/+2 if they have flying. So that's everything in this deck. It's an additional +2/+2 from Rally of Wings, which can help you win a game very, very quickly. And that's why there's the full 4 copies. There's also 2 copies of Sephara. I've seen other decks loading up with 4. You never really want to draw 2 though. You barely want to draw 1 because you have to tap your 4 untapped creatures with flying rather than pay the mana cost. And that means they don't get to attack that turn. Now, if Sephara lives, if you're against a red deck, you just win the game because Sephara is a 7/7 flying lifelink, and paying 1 mana for that is insane. Plus your other flyers get indestructible, which is nuts, and good sweeper protection. The problem with all that is, what if Sephara doesn't live? What if she's bounced by Teferi, Time Raveler? What if she, I would have said turned into an elk, but that card got banned. We're probably okay. But Murderous Rider, just kill the Sephara, then nothing good really happens. So, less Sepharas, more cheap flyers, 21 drop flyers in this deck, and Empyrean Eagle and Rally of Wings. Get them dead. This deck can't, as they say in boxing, can't go into deep water. It really can't play a long game. You need to play a very short game to have a chance. Winged Words. Sometimes you just need to reload or draw into land. We're running a very low land count, only 20, so Winged Words can help you hit your land drops and find more gas. And Brazen Borrower. This is a card that I don't see in a lot of these decks, and I'm not sure why. I absolutely love this card. You've seen it a lot in Dimir and a lot in Azorius so far. And I think it just takes a certain type of mage to kind of know how to take advantage of bounce spells and use them at the perfect time, hopefully. I'm jinxing myself, but I had a friend who I played Magic with growing up who was amazed that I would put like any kind of bounce spell into my limited decks, into my draft decks and my sealed decks, no matter how bad it was. And I was like, I always can make it work. I can always make it do something good. And he made fun of me for some of the terrible cards that I put into my decks because they said return a target creature or a creature to owner's hand on them. So yeah, I guess I'm just a bounce mage. I always feel like I can find the right way to use this card to pull off wins I shouldn't be able to pull off. So that's why I like it. And honestly, a bunch of those comments I get that are like card name ? Card name ? That's probably a similar experience that you've had where you can't quite explain it, but when you use this card, you do well with it. Other people will tell you the reasons it's bad, but you succeed, and that's why you like it. Other cards I don't play. Hanged Executioner. So, 2 flying bodies for 3 mana and this extra ability to exile a creature. What's the problem? A bit too slow and too many 3-drops. I really don't want hardly any 3-drops. Like, the ideal games for this deck are turn 1 Flyer, turn 2 Flyer, turn 3 Eagle, turn 4 Rally, you're dead. And Hanged Executioner doesn't fit into the pattern. Another card I tried a lot and couldn't make work. What is it called? Depose Deploy. So Depose Deploy makes, thanks for the all art version. Tap a creature to draw a card can be nice for tempo if you're being raced. Create 2 1/1 Thopters and gain a life for each creature you control can be great for our strategy, but it was too expensive. You can't play a slower game with the deck. You just get destroyed by Jeskai Fires. You get Massacre Girls. Like, so many bad things happen if you let the game go past turn 4 most of the time without keep putting your opponent in a corner. And by in a corner, if you get their life low, maybe you can squeeze a Spectral Sailor and a Rally with Wings kill out of nowhere through. something like that. But Dovin is the same story. 3 mana for a 1/1 flyer. The next turn you might get another one, but by next turn you're trying to win the game. And yeah. So all of this is designed around speed and being a more efficient aggro deck, and that's why I'm not playing some of the cards that I think most people would love to throw in. Anyway, let's go out there. Let's try to play our Flyers quickly. Let's try to attack with them, turn them sideways, then turn them back the other direction with Rally of Wings, and leave our opponents dead before they know what hit them. Let's dive in and let the Azorius Flyer nonsense begin. Game 1, round 1. We've got 2 critters, a Safari and a Rally, and mana of appropriate colors, so let's dance. Our opponent is Megatron Marie. That is a name. Quite the name. A bug just crawled across this potion. It was apparently fine. Not a big deal. And there are no sleeves up in here, so... You went outside naked, Megatron. Awkward. So what are the good draws? 2 straight flying creatures. Those are the good draws. Furby Champ. Gross. Mono red. Probably not going to be very nice to me. Let's get the Hawk going. I could ambush Viper mode with Rally of Wings in the Healer's Hawk. Seems a bit too aggressive for me. So, nothing. Alright. Well, here's the Sailor. Oh, here comes Bone Crusher Giant. Nope, shock. Better. Could have been worse. There's a Brazen Borrower. I like that. I don't know how great the Petty Theft actually is against Mono Red, though. We're going to need to draw a lot of Flyers to make Safari happen, so we might even have to spend time drawing cards with this Sailor. Ooh. Well, we get to attack Chandra to death. Chandra only gets a kind of a poke in here, because we get to play Brazen Borrower and Attacker. So no Petty Theft needed. Just straight up Chandra beats. Ugh. Well, I guess we're drawing a card with the Sailor this turn. Not ideal, but we gotta hang in there somehow. Hang in there, Flyers. Nah. Castle Embreth. Fervent Champion, coming at me. Just 1 damage a turn for the whole game, because I can never block this thing. The first strike means it kills just about everything I have. Here's a Spitter. We're definitely up against the Cavalcade version, but what is all this untapped mana? Do they have that many lands in their hand? Or are they planning another shock? Slaying Fire your face. Ignoring my creatures. This flood is bad. Alright, draw 2. Better than draw 1. Fairy Guide Mother. I'm at 11. I think I'm a ways away from dying, but Torbran is a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wouldn't kill me. And with double Rally, we're pushing on victory. I don't think I shocked myself, though. I think that's too aggressive, and I don't think I need it with double Rally here. It should be lethal next turn if the opponent doesn't kill my stuff. This is why I go so hard on the Rallies, and not as hard on the Safaras. There's the Torbran. Alright. No blocks. Unless they have a burn spell. Yay, they didn't have a burn spell. Yeah. Got there. The Slaying Fire to the face was probably the thing that was a bit too aggressive. The borrower probably needed to die. Yeah, it's a bunch of Flyers and a Rally. Let's say the deck knows who it is and what it's here for. There is some argument to playing the Miscreant on 1. This starts gaining life right away, and since the meta is usually aggressive by default, I like to lead with Healer's Hawk when I have the choice. But we'll see how that plays out. Charge. There's also a time and place to use the Gift of Fae Fairy Guide Mother mode. This is not quite it. So we can play you. And you. And the opponent with an opt. At least they're another turn away from blowing my doors out with Flame Sweep, but we'll see if they run that card. It hasn't been as popular. Actually, that's not true. People still play it, even though it hasn't been as effective, is what I should say. Flame Sweep is... There's a lot of decks with a lot of things that it doesn't kill. And here, the Rally is ready. Opponent is going to Scorching Dragonfire the Hawk. Rally won't save it, so you're out of there, buddy. Not your friend, buddy. Pick away, peck away. Right now, this is 9 total damage with Rally. So what are we doing? Ow. Okay, it is Teamer Wreck, which I think does mean Flame Sweep. Go for the Sailor. Resolves. Eagle. Eagle can survive a Flame Sweep, but I think we need Rally to make sure that we do, so... Da-da-da-da-da. And I think we just hold here. If we tap out, either for Eagle or the Sailor, we might get Flame Sweeped by the opponent. Okay, Growth Spiral. It's not great. And we'll have to decide when to stop playing around Flame Sweep. Like, we're 1 point short, so if we can draw a land with Sailor... and then go Rally Eagle, we should win the game. Here's the Reclamation. So, we're gonna find out if they have a sweep here. If they do, we're in big trouble. But if they don't, we win. Maybe. Let's see. Nope, no Flame Sweep. So, white, blue, white, Eagle. Resolves. Da-da-da-da-da. Grow Spiral. Should I try to resolve this now? Yeah, let's resolve it now. The opponent might draw into what? Well, if they draw into a counter, Mystical Dispute's a card. Yeah. Scorching Dragonfire is a card that they play. Let's see if this gets me somehow. Okay, got him. So there are ways that, like, they could be slow rolling where they're leading with the Growth Spiral as their test spell. It's really unclear there, but I think you play the Rally at that point. Ooh, Mastery Tree Orb, come along with me. Let's get that sweet Slaying Fire cosmetic. Ooh, so we have 1, 2. If we draw a blue source, we have a really good hand. We're on the draw. I'm going to give it a try. I like these risky hands in best of 1. Seems like they get there at least some amount of the time. And if we don't get there, you know, life goes on. So these two will just be dueling. Gideon with a Subway Romance as username. Probably with Chandra, since she only likes dudes, beefy dudes, except on Thursdays. Which, if you don't get that, I would say you need to be on Magic Twitter, but do you? Do you really? Controversial. Let's just say if that's your jam. I think that's reasonable. Draw a blue source. Draw a blue source. Fail. All right. What does the opponent have, though? Got something. To disfigure? For 1 black? Do they have full control mode? Because this game is everything. What did it cost you? What did it cost? Everything. Maybe they just like a nice slow pace of play so they can read every card and make out on the subway. That's what's going on. That's why they're taking their time. We're on a subway. They're making out with a stranger. And they're playing Magic. Just in between. Clicking on that laptop. Soren. Wow. Somebody, look at this curve. You're making me believe in vampires again. Yeah, racing this isn't going to be a very good option. So definitely I would put the counter here. A counter here means that I wouldn't be able to block it with Tomic without losing Tomic. Alright, well. This is not the way I envisioned things going. If we had drawn an eagle there, life would have been brilliant and beautiful, but as it is, Soren must die. The Thirsting Bloodlord, yeah? When you're tribal, you're tribal. It's gonna be a hard thing to race. I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to trade for it either, but we can do powerful stuff. No! No, not like this, chat. Oh gosh, not like this. It was supposed to be the blue source. It was supposed to be the blue source, everyone. Or we mean phase pumping? We're pumping. All right. I think we're going to have to use a defensive rally here. Yep. All the vampires are coming for me. Here's defensive rally. Here is you here, because we have another one to play, and you here. And we still have to deal with this guy. He's gonna be a real pain. Ugh! Come on now. Don't do me this dirty. Give me that island. I had faith. I put my faith in this deck. And look at what the deck has done to me. I mean, I'm blocking your Blood Burglar. Nom. And the 1-mana card from a million years ago is Disfigure. Wow. I am stunned they held Disfigure for as long as they did. Alright, alright, alright. I get it. Rub some salt in my wounds. I get it. You got it. Give me Glacial Fortress back. My god, the mana was amazing with check lands. Alright, this hand is lovely. A Fae, a Peggy, a Rally, a Word. But we're not on the play. So probably can't win. Okay, we're way too much of this going on. Just stop. Stop with the turn 1 Knights of the Ebon Legion to beat me into a bloody pulp before I get to do anything cool. Stop with that. No blocks. Black-green. Paradise Druid. All right. Our opponent is on the move. Let's get our bonus card with the Fae. And get a Loyal Pegasus on the field. And pack away. 3 Flyers already. 2 rallies. We have Eagle next turn too. That's a lot of damage really quick. 7 next turn, then assume that they kill the Eagle, then 10. It's not quite lethal. Ooh. Well, that's about the worst thing that could possibly happen. Okay, it's not Cry of the Carnarium bad, but it's really bad. Alright, what are we doing with our lives? What if we rally into rally? Let's see, hit for 6. No, that's not quite good. I'm just trying to figure out if I play the Eagle here or if I play the Pegasus and the Winged Words and go for the double rally. So, 17, Pegasus, rally, rally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh god, it's 1 point short? It's 1 point short, team. Alright, well, at least this can hold off and block a Paradise Druid potentially. There's a good chance the Eagle also gets removed, so we have to buy another turn somehow. Which, maybe this clock won't be that bad. It depends how expensive the removal for Eagle is. If it's another wolf, it's like... not great. Not great is what I mean. And yeah. But, hey, that costs 2 life. We were kind of thinking about the clock in that way. See, right now this is 10. Paradise Druid doesn't attack. Because you have a goose. Gross. Very gross. That's good. Test him again. Let's go, team. Gotta get there. Got to race him down. Stupid goose. Down to 9. Now we have to keep that food in mind and the blocker. It's pretty rough. And how much removal are you packing? Opponent has done just fine putting up blockers and interaction out of their Golgari mid-range deck. Oh, now we're pumping, though. Now we're main phase pumping. For Christ's sakes! Okay, then. You're all right. That's fine. Everything's fine. Yep. Can't do nothing. So we might even need a defensive rally just to survive another turn. But opponent definitely feeling themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not enough. Not enough. All right, send the eagle. I don't think we can win. So we'll get Peggy out there. And pass it on over to removal machine over here, who's just been able to nutter butters us the whole game. Arr! Where's the massacre girl? For, you know, the final straw. Let's go. All right. Oh, we got a disfigure. Disfigure. This is just green-black control. That's all it is. It's green-black control. With the turn 1 Knight of the Ebon Legion. Because, you know, you also have to kill the opponent. It's fine. Their brain might explode on this play. Pay close attention. No, that's me. That's my brain exploding. Alright, well, I can't take it. And this can't do anything alone. So we have to block like this, so we may as well double block. Can't win that way, I don't think, but who knows? Maybe we draw a small flyer, we winged words, we play another flyer. Our opponent's really caught up on this food. Like, what do I do with this? When am I supposed to eat it? I don't know. Here's Tomic. See, if blocking the Wicked Wolf, we survive another turn. E4. Well, the goose can make another food, so it can still eat the Tomic. So that's not good enough. So I guess we're going for a 1-drop and a land here. Because if we block the Tomic and the opponent makes another food, and then the wolf eats both foods, we're right back where we started. Tell me you drew another removal spell. Yes! Awesome. I don't have time for you to attack. Who knows how long that will take. Alright. Birds dropping games. Birds suffering. We were back against the wall. We gotta win now. We gotta win or we lose money. And I hate losing money. This hand has what we need, I suppose. We definitely lead with white because we only have 1 blue card and 3 white cards, so we want to be careful about running into a plains bottleneck. And off to the races. Opponent kept 7. And the hawk is here. Alright, we're scrying with Temple of Epiphany, and I think that is almost always a Fires of Invention deck these days. So here's Peggy. Here's the Miscreant. I'm just going to try to get him dead before Deafening Clarion wrecks us. Because Rally doesn't save us from Clarion. The hell kind of design is that? We're getting the full rope for turn 2. Okay, the opponent's touching cards, so they're here. Timer's almost up. And it's a shimmer of possibility. All that time thinking without even casting the shimmer. Does that mean they have a Bone Crusher Giant and they're just trying to... Oh. Ooh, we need that land. What do you guys think? Do we just go right into the Clarion full speed? If we get in 5 this turn, then the opponent's down to 14. Next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. It's not lethal. There won't be anything to Brazen Borrow, though. So if there's Clarion, I don't think I can win. So I have to play as if it's not there. Alright, are we ready for the auto scoop? I suppose the opponent could use a shock land here and do something of no consequence of any kind, and that would give us the Rally of Wings lethal. And for the second turn in a row, we're getting a full rope before the opponent makes a play. If they go White Source Clarion, I'm going to just melt. After a full roping, we get that. Dude, are you serious? This is what I put up with in Arena. This is what happens. Well, that didn't go according to plan. Sad Flyers. Let's get some bonus games. Maybe we can get some vengeance. Yeah. Let's go, Safara. You have been a nobody today, but maybe not this time. The mono white version of the hand. Let's go, Guide Mother. Hook it up. Passage, basically a tap land. Sweet. Swamp. Winged Words. I knew we'd start drawing the blue sources as soon as we didn't need them. All right. So if we draw a land, if we draw another white source next turn, we can go Safara and Atomic. If we fail, all right, the opponents right away go into Edgewalling Keeper Falmir Knight. There's the blue. So close so far. Smash. The opponent needs Massacre Girl, and I don't think they're gonna get there. Yeah, no blocks for me. That's for sure. Order of the Midnight. It flies, but it doesn't block. And Scry to the top, sure. So we draw the Hawk. We also have Winged Words. Definitely don't need the words right now. So we can attack with Atomic, play the Hawk, play the Safara. Just to make sure we also get some damage in. Go big or go home. Finally, some hang time for Safara Airlines. Sup, everybody. Welcome to Safara's Friendly Skies. Book your vacation today. Now serving all of the Paradise Islands. Move about Dominaria with ease. Unless, of course, you murder somebody. You murdered the captain of the airline. I hope you're satisfied. It'll now be no fun. All right, give me some cards. Oh, we didn't hit the land for the rally. It also would have done if we had hit land Fairy Guide Mother, so that's why we draw first. Paka! All right, is it Massacre Girl? Do you have it? You do have it. I'm so proud of you. Woot! All right, let's hope we get planes off the top. Just as rally protection. Ooh, Brazen Borrower. Well, Atomic just threatens lethal. Brazen Borrower right now doesn't have double blue. We'll see if the opponent can remove Atomic here. Rankle? Rankle the Prankle. I wonder if Rankle attacks here. No. Rankle holds back. If Rankle attacks, I can either chump block it, in which case I don't have my creature, or it can hit and the opponent can choose to sacrifice a creature. But instead they chose to brick wall with Rankle. It's gonna cost him. And that's the game. We have the right mana, which means we can probably never mulligan it. All right, Safara is here. Love showing up a bit early to the party. Shock yourself. Gilded Goose. Gross. And Oven. Okay, it's gonna be one of those games. Yeah. Coward. All right. Atomic. We can go over the top of these decks pretty well, not in terms of power level, which is what over the top usually means, but in terms of flying over the Cat Oven deck, they can't really chump block us. But Massacre Girl and Mayhem Devil, pretty much unbeatable. Absolutely an unbeatable card. We have literally nothing against this that will be useful. All right, Brazen Borrower. I mean, borrowing the Devil doesn't really do anything. I think we just have to play more Flyers. At least the Eagle makes it harder for the opponent to hit things with the Devil, but the card may as well read win the game for the opponent in this matchup. It's one of the reasons I think that you can't really consider blue-white for anything competitive. It's a fun deck. It's kind of a, I'm sitting in front of the TV, or I'm on a subway, or I'm just waiting for something to happen in my life kind of deck, where it's not very complicated, there's not a lot of play to it, and you can get your dailies done. So, but I wouldn't consider it right now in this meta for anything else, because freaking Mayhem Devil being a popular card is, among many other things, Deafening Clarion's another serious problem. Deep in thought. So the opponent has a few things they can do. They can make a food, then they can sacrifice the food? No, they can't. So this is 1 damage from Mayhem Devil. Oven can be another. If they find one more, they can kill the Eagle. And it doesn't look like they're trying to yet. They tanked really hard. Okay. The good news is now that Brazen Borrower can kind of interfere with them if they try to go nuts. Let's try a Winged Words first. Another Borrower is nice. But they're going to want to kill the Eagle. If they can kill the Eagle, then all of my stuff is super vulnerable to the Devil. But Brazen Borrower can throw a wrench into the plan if we time it really well. So we need to wait for the opponent to start stacking the abilities, but somehow keep them from getting to something instant speed. Hopefully they don't have, like here, if they go activate Goose, I have to bounce the Devil in response. Before the food shows up. Once the food shows up, it's going to be really hard to stop the opponent. And the Oven is activating. Okay, the opponent's making their move. But they're down to 6. So, yeah, they can do it. Like, they made a food by sacrificing the Goose. They can get another land, sacrifice the food token for life. But then they don't play the Devil again this turn. I don't think there was a better way to time that particular situation. I mean, maybe if I bounced it on my turn, that would absorb the mana. Maybe that was the right play. I don't know. And now without our Eagle, everything's super Mayhem vulnerable. So, can't really win. So yeah, that was a big deal. That was a big fail. Do I play a Fairy Miscreant? No. So what I want to do is Brazen Borrower the Devil, then play the other Borrower. And that's how we keep the life total pressure on. We actually, the opponent's Midnight Reaper might help us out a little bit here. Because any creature they sacrifice, they lose another life. We could still somehow top deck a Rally. That's brutal. Alright, Petty Thefty Reaper, I guess? The opponent can sack it to the Oven. And yeah, I guess now you get a pretty low impact card. Devil returns. So, does the opponent have the land? That's what I'm wondering. If not, we might be able to force them to sack their Devil, because sacking Devil to Oven is the only way to keep from taking this hit. We gotta find a way to make this hit lethal. Like, if we find a Rally with Wings right here, No, we don't, but Eagle's pretty darn good. The opponent's going to have to sacrifice their Devil to the Oven right now to kill the Borrower. There it is. So I should have played this Plains and cast the Eagle off of it. I made a mistake. Now I have to pay 2 life for the Fairy Miscreants. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite me. The opponent has plenty of food, so they can gain plenty of life. Do they have another Devil? That's good. But is it good enough? It doesn't gain life. Draw a card. I mean, it's a lethal attack, right? Am I missing anything? Okay. I can't believe we won that game. I think the opponent may have made a few strange plays with the Reaper that I wouldn't have played. I would have probably just sacrificed the Midnight Reaper to the Oven. But, yeah, wow. All right. Leaving on kind of a high note as the cute Azorius flying underdogs come from behind to take it away from the vicious dragons and devils of Jund. I hope that you enjoyed this video about the Azure Skies deck. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.